we came across this approach by Professor Rasuli Manish, Mustafa Rasuli Manish. He conducted his research through fuzzy set qualitative comparative analysis. There are many other qualitative approaches like AHP, analytical hierarchy process, basically coding into 0 and 1, and somebody can prioritize the factors. Let us say you have got 9 variables, 9 independent variables. You can prioritize which variable is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we are doing with standardized beta also. Standardized beta is for ranking. Number two, we can do it with the help of this F square also, whose effect size is high. This is what we are doing. So AHP is also another dimension for ranking the constructs, prioritizing that which things needs to be prioritized first. But there is another approach which is called as logistic regression. Logistic regression converts your dependent variable into 0 and 1. Logistic regression converts your dependent variable into 0 and 1. And after converting your dependent variable into 0 and 1, let us say y is equal to alpha plus beta 1 x1. This is your metric data. Let us say advertisement. But this is coded into 0 and 1. This is coded into 0 and 1. 0 and 1, 0 and just give me a second. 0 and 1 means that we are trying to investigate the probability of happening or non-happening of an event. In regression, what do we do in regression? Y is equal to alpha plus beta 1 x1. Y is metric and x1 is metric. What is metric? Metric means either your data was measured in scale data or it was measured in ratio data. This is also scale data or this was measured in ratio data, right? So metric to metric, we are trying to investigate R square, right? For example, Y is customer loyalty and X is customer satisfaction. They are measured through scale. 3 statements, 5 statements. This is what we do in SEM or in simple regression. Here is the example of simple regression. But if I say what is the probability of happening or non-happening of an event, that is event is dependent variable due to metric as well as non-metric. This can be non-metric also. This can be non-metric also. Let us say this is gender, 0 and 1. So in such a scenario, people were investigating binary logistic regression. Binary logistic regression. It is also one of the powerful tool as on date also. If the categories are 0, 1, 2, I mean more than 2 categories, then the tool is multinomial logistic regression. Right? Multinomial logistic. Multinomial logistic regression. And the third scenario is if your dependent variable is 0, 1 and 2 and you can rank these 3 categories also. Let us say you have got 4 categories 0, 1, 2, 3 of dependent variable and you can rank them also. Then you can apply ordinal logistic regression. These are few of the techniques, but the researcher must be able to understand that what is my objective. If objective is to determine probability of happening of your dependent variable, probability between 0 and 1, then you are supposed to understand that you are going to apply logistic regression. However, however, life is not that simple in research. If we are investigating non-linear effects, if we say that I want to check non-linear effects of all my DVs and all my IDVs because I am applying structural equational modeling, then you have to understand that binary or multinomial logistic would not be enough. Binary or multinomial logistics would not be enough because in logistic regression, your dependent variable is y1. We have to investigate dependent variable wise. First of all, one dependent variable, then second dependent variable, then third dependent variable. However, in SEM, those who have understood that this is a series of regression. It's a series of multiple regression. Series of multiple regression. That is why the algorithm name is PLSPM. Remember, there were three algorithms: factor based, path based, PCA, principal component analysis. So if you are handling series of multiple regression, and that too together means you have a model, and that is structural model. When you are having series of multiple regression and then you want to check linear effect, non-linear effect of 0 and 1, then logistic regression is not enough. In this regard, the tool is FSQCA, Fuzzy Set Qualitative Comparative Analysis, which investigates non-linear effect of series of multiple regression, and that too after conducting SEM. Now, when you convert everything into 0 and 1, your y1, y2, y3, x1, x2, x3, everything will be coded in the probability of 0 and 1, between 0 and 1. Then I can say that I am investigating the qualitative approach of research. Qualitative approach of finding appropriate dimensions of research. So it can offer you a suggestion. It can offer you with an alternative that can I do quantitative plus qualitative research? Yes, it can offer you that quantitative is PLSM or CBSEM plus qualitative is equal to FSQCA. Now these two can offer you mixed methodology approach to conduct research, and there is no need of asking any other question. You need only one questionnaire. That is the best part of this technique. We are not going to ask 15 separate question and conduct interview technique of qualitative. We are not going to do this interview method also. We have asked a questionnaire on quantitative technique. Fine. You can calibrate entire scale data or ratio data into this 0 and 1. The calibrations are the key, which you can do with the time series data also. With time series data also, you can calibrate panel data also. You can calibrate cross-sectional data also. If anyone is sitting in this class with time series data, just understand the way we calibrate ratio data, you can calibrate your time series data also. Let us say you have got the series of gold prices since 1991, monthly data of gold 1991 till 2024. You can calibrate the series of gold price data into 0 and 1. When gold prices were high, when gold prices were low, right? So watch carefully how somebody can use cross-sectional data, time series data, and panel data with FSQCA and offer mixed methodology approach in the research. So what can be the objective? What can be the objective? You can make one objective in thesis. First objective, your first objective is validation. Validation means CFA. Objective number 2, investigating the relationship between independent variable and dependent variable. You can apply SEM. Number 3, you can make a very good objective of mediation, simple mediation, parallel mediation, this simple, parallel, serial, conditional mediation. This you can be done easily. Then you can make a one objective of moderation. It can be, you can say, with the help of slope analysis, that is interaction effect, or you can apply PLSMGA. These are the things. But fifth objective will be to investigate. Fifth objective would be to investigate non-linear effects, non-linear effects of dash on dash. Dash will be independent variable or dependent variable. Everybody has got their own independent variable. So you can investigate the non-linear effect of, let us say, customer satisfaction on customer loyalty. You can write down the key variables of your thesis. Higher order constructs. You can measure higher, only mention higher order constructs, no lower order constructs. Independent variable, what are your key independent variable? So let us understand how this thing is going to be. This is a new this is a new analytical technique which use Boolean algebra. One is linear algebra. We apply here Boolean algebra to investigate the principles of comparison. It's a qualitative study at macro social level phenomena. We are doing something bigger than MGA also. Multi-group analysis is at macro level, group analysis. Let us say Brazil versus India. We can do Brazil versus India with the help of PLS MGA. Run the model on people of Brazil, run the model on people of India, and compare Brazil versus India. We can compare continents, Asian continent versus European continent, PLS MGA, macro level phenomena. But this is also a macro level social phenomena where we try to apply qualitative analysis to bring logical reasoning. Logical reasoning means people say that I have got five hypotheses. Three are significant, two are insignificant. Okay, your three hypotheses are significant. But can you say that with these three independent variable who are significant, can you capture a particular area of the market? Let us say I am doing research in Madhya Pradesh. So in Madhya Pradesh, I said that my three hypotheses were significant. Good, great enough. But can you tell how much area you can cover of Madhya Pradesh with these three significant variables? That cannot be explained with quantitative approach. This can be explained with qualitative approach with FSQCA. We can investigate we can investigate with the help of Boolean algebra, and this algorithm was developed by electrical engineers in 1950 in US. I mean, the field of electrical engineering, they decided that there is a combination of independent variable which tells about the outcome conditions. Combinations. Understand the word combinations. I am writing here for each one of you to understand what is a combination. Let us say I have got y1, y2, y3. I have got x1, x2, x3, and there is another variable, let us say x4 and x5. I want to understand that what is the combination. What is the combination? Let us say x1, comma, x3, comma, x5, comma, y2. This combination can lead to y1. My y1 is dependent variable, final dependent variable. Instead of telling me that hypothesis 1 is significant, 2 is significant, 3 is not. This is not going to serve a purpose, meaningful purpose. Meaningful purpose is what are the combinations which can offer the probability of happening or non-happening of an event. That is your dependent variable. Your probability of dependent variable can be enhanced with this combination. And to add to this combinations, I can tell that how much area I can cover with this combination. Let us say 80% area of Madhya Pradesh can be covered with this combination of x1, x3, x5 and y2. I can tell how much area I can cover with this combination. Second combination. Let us say I want x in my combination. I don't require x4. This sign, this tilt sign is called as not sign. This is called as absence. This is called as absence. If tilt sign is there, that means what not to do in your life. If you want to succeed in your research journey, there are few things which you have to ignore. That is excessive use of social media. That is absence of social media engagement will lead to success in research journey. Because if you spend your time on social media, how can you read papers, and how can you assess your results if you are wasting your time? So FSQCA also tells about a combination for what not to do in this combination. Let us say you need X1, but you don't need X4, and you need X3, Y3. This combination will lead to Y1. This is also another combination, and this can cover 80% of Madhya Pradesh, it can cover 75% of MP. This is what we are going to derive in next 1.5 hours. Okay. Boolean algebra and non-linear effect, we are going to simply just come out with the combination. So FSQCA will give you combinations, and we are supposed to select top 5 combinations out of so many combinations offered with this technique. Boolean algebra will give you so many combinations. We are supposed to choose top 5 which we can offer to the companies for whom we are doing research, and for policymakers for whom they are going to take a decision. So top 5 combination is the solution of this entire process. Okay. So outcome condition is my dependent variable, and causal combination of independent variables and dependent variables is going to be the. So we are going to generate a table which is called as truth table. We are going to understand that there are two things which can happen, 0 and 1. For example, a party is winning election, second is losing the election. Any election can be of two things, winning, losing. But there can be other types of FS in this QCA, means qualitative comparative analysis, is that the cutoff point is 0.50. Between 0 and 1, there is a crossover point which is called as 0.50. If you cross 0.50 and above, that means your probability is very high to win election. It is just like a cricket match. Let us say the 45th over is going on and India is batting with the 345 runs. Okay, India is chasing 345 runs, and at 45th over we are having 7 wickets in our hand and we are running at 310. So in the bottom line of the screen, it is coming that the probability of India is 80%, probability of Australia is 20%. So they are also talking about probability. What can be the probability of India that you need 345 runs and you are playing at 327? That means you are about to win and 7 wickets are in hands. Probabilities are the one which is the correct way of doing research. So Charles Ragan has developed this software, fuzzy set qualitative comparative analysis. You are supposed to give this citation for FSQCA software, and I have given you this link. This link, sites.sosci.uci. Click on this link and download this software. This is free of cost available software, and it is given by Professor Charles Ragan in California Department of Sociology, University of California. Presidential award in US has been given to Professor Ragan just for giving this wonderful phenomena of FSQCA. He has developed this phenomena with leaps and bounds. These are major publications which will come in your research journey, which you will be citing the comparative method, fuzzy set, redesigning social inquiry. So Pierre Fiss is the another lady who has done wonderful job with intersectional inequality. In YouTube, if you open YouTube with FSQCA, you will find a lecture of a professor in University of Cambridge. She is giving lecture on her research. She has done research on whether in Africa fair elections were done. Fair elections. She has done a research and she is teaching. So in faculty in Oxford and Cambridge and in the US, they are using this technique because it is not of social sciences also, it is also for other fields in medicine also. What is the probability that with this combination of medicine, the patient can survive cancer grade 1? So, how long somebody can prolong a cancer is also requiring in the science field, that what is the probability that patient will survive next 10 years, with which combination of medicine somebody can survive for the next 10 years, right? So elections, measuring elections with she was talking about that internet facility by the country. Many times the politicians, they switch off this internet connectivity before elections. That means internet was there, internet connectivity was not there before elections. Internet connection was there, that means 1. Internet connection was not there means 0. Between 0 and 1, and how this internet connectivity is leading to fair election, because sometimes you snub, people are circulating memes against you, you try to snub the public because you are having government control over the telecommunication sector. If government is exercising control over telecommunication sector, that means government control is fully full government control or partial government control. 0 partial control, 1 full control. So with these two independent variable, can there be fair elections? This kind of things can be done with FSQCA. So I want to tell you that each one of you need this folder. Need this folder. How this folder will come? I have shared with you this link. I hope you have downloaded this software. Can anybody confirm? You need to click on FSQCA window. You can click anywhere. Click here, click here, click here. The software will be downloaded. Right? Click here. The software will be downloaded, and the software will be downloaded in this zip folder. This is the zip folder FSQCA 4.1. This will be downloaded. Simply you need to click here, extract here. When you will click extract here or extract the files, you need to extract the files in this format FSQCA, right? From this website you will get this FSQCA 4.1. You can click here and you can get the ex zip folder downloaded. The moment you will get the download, it will come like this. You have to simply extract the folder, and then this folder will come. This folder will come. And if you want to run this software, this is the application file 522 KB. You have to click on FSQCA file to operate this software. To operate this software, FSQCA application file 522. This is the screen where we are going to apply FSQCA. I want to inquire from this class, do you have this screen? First of all, have you downloaded this software? Have you all downloaded this software? Yes, yes, please. Class, have you all downloaded this software? Let me check the chat room. Okay. I guess the mics can be on for the audience. Okay. So that they can speak. So everybody has downloaded this software. Let me tell you, I'm going to repeat because once this is available, it is a matter of ease for each one of you. You can click here. You will get this this zip folder, and this zip folder must be converted. Don't run the software from zip folder. First of all, you have to extract the files, and then this folder will be available. You will get this folder you can place this folder anywhere in D drive, in desktop, because next time you click here, you can operate this software straight away, right? So click on this FSQCA, this screen will come. I want to, now my question
Sir,
is,
sorry to bother you, sir. Can you please repeat the step because I have downloaded the software, but I unable to install the software and light has gone
there
actually. So
is
I
no
have
need to,
lost.
there is
Okay.
no need to install the software. Have you
Okay.
got this zip folder?
Just a second, sir. Let me check.
Just give answer yes or
Uh,
no. Have you downloaded the software and got this zip folder?
yes, 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 yes.
That
199
means
KB FSQCA.
look at my screen. Have you got this FSQCA 41 such
Okay,
kind
let
of
me
file?
check.
Yes or no?
FSQCA 4.1. No, sir.
Then download first.
I have downloaded, sir. I have already opened that file.
There is no
I
need to
have.
open the file. Listen to the instructions. This is website. You have
Mhm.
to click here and a zip folder will be downloaded. Right?
Yeah, yeah. It is downloaded.
So my question number two is, have you got this zip folder?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Huh.
Right click on this zip folder. What is coming?
Right click on this folder. Okay, sir. Just a second, sir. Uh, uh, right click, na, sir.
Look at my screen also.
Right click. Okay, sir. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Extract here.
Extract here. Okay. Okay.
Is it coming to your desktop?
Just a second, sir, because I need to minimize your screen and then check. Extract here. Um, Show more options. Extract here. Extract all are there, sir.
Okay, extract all
Mm-hmm. Should I
and
click on this?
yes, extract all and extract and make a folder and extract files in a folder. The folder can be FSQCA. This zip
Just
folder has to be extracted first and then you can operate this software. You cannot run the software straight away from the zip folder.
okay. So, sir, I have extract all. I have clicked on extract all. It is showing extract compressed folder, select a destination and extract
हाँ
files.
so हाँ बिल्कुल select a
Browse.
destination, create a folder
Yeah.
and extract in that folder. Name
Yes,
that folder
browse.
FSQCA.
Okay.
I
So I
hope you
just
know
need
how
to click.
to I hope you know how to extract files.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Extract. I'm
Then
clicking on
extract them
extract.
into a folder. So everybody just see, once this folder will be extracted, every time you want to run this software, you can run this software from this folder FSQCA. Let us say this is the folder and these are the contents. Don't uh, I mean, there is no need to delete anything from this folder. Simply run this application file, and when you click on this application file 522 KB, this
Mhm.
interface will come. My final question for the class is, I hope everybody has got this application. This is the screen. Has everybody got this application file? Let me see the chat room. This screen. Hmm? Okay, so Shweta is writing yes, Shagun is writing yes. Now I can see this. So this is the interface. This is the interface. Can you see on the left top, there is file. There are options called as file, options called as variables, options called as cases, analyze, graphs. We are going to apply them. The left hand side is the input side of the software. Left hand side is the input side of the software and right hand side is the output side. Result will come in the right hand side. We are going to open the file. So what do you need? What do you need? This is Smart PLS. This is Smart PLS interface. Everybody you know. In SmartPLS, there is a file called as corporate reputation file. Corporate reputation file. If you have not installed corporate reputation file, simply you can go to PLS sample project. Look at my cursor, open SmartPLS, and you can click here PLS sample project. In the sample project, the first sample project is corporate reputation model. If you click on corporate reputation model, this example will appear on your SmartPLS interface. This is simple model, this is extended model. Let me just double click on extended model. Click on extended model. In extended model, you should watch this model. This model says that corporate reputation is a higher order construct and the lower order construct is quality, performance, CSR and attractiveness. These are the four lower order dimensions and this is higher order construct, corporate reputation. So corporate reputation leads to competence, customer satisfaction, likeness and loyalty. This was our model, and on this model lot of things we have done like mediation, moderation, so many things has been done with this model. But now I want to convert all these variables, all these LOC, HOC, everything I am going to convert into 0 and 1, everything into 0 and 1, and then calibrate them to understand what is the combination of independent variables which can generate customer loyalty. What is the combination? Combination of independent variable is my objective. And to what extent they can generate loyalty in my area of research. 30% of the area can be covered. And I can also test what is the consistency level of the response. You say that a person is appearing for an interview. His marks are 45% in 10th, 80% in 10 plus 2, 60% in graduation, and 76% in post graduation. 45 to 80% to 60 to 76. The person is inconsistent in his past data related to his studies. Somebody has got 90% in 10th, 94% in 10 plus 2, 80% in graduation, and 75% in post graduation. That means the person is seemingly consistent in his academics. Similarly, in research, you can also investigate what is the consistency level of the respondents. What is the consistency level of the respondents? And I can only investigate with the consistent people. Simply run this PLS algorithm. Run this PLS algorithm. When you run your software with path standardized scores, you will obtain what? You will obtain latent variable scores. In final results, this is the latent variable. You know, we need latent variable scores which are going to be applied in FSQCA, latent variable scores in FSQCA. These are latent variable scores. Some values are in minus, some values are in plus. Right? Standardization has been done because we have applied standardized beta. The standardization has been done from -3 to +3. Right? Some people look at this competence. Some people say we like competence so much. Some people say we don't like competence. Some people are very high on competence. Some people are very high on attractiveness. Some people are extremely low on attractiveness. Some people say I will not be loyal. This respondent number 1 is on the low loyalty. This person is on high loyalty. We are the one who will use this latent variable scores. So you need to copy and save latent variable scores. You need latent variable scores, and these latent variable scores will be applied in FSQCA. So in this regard, I have shared files with you. I have shared files with you. I have given you latent variable scores. Do you have latent variable scores? LVS? I have shared LVS file with you. Have you got this LVS file? Latent variables file? Yes, please. Check it out. The name of the file is standardized latent variable scores. Have you got this standardized latent variable scores? Latent variable scores. Isn't it? Latent. These are the latent variable scores which we are going to calibrate in FSQCA. Now these are in the range of -3 to +3. Our objective is to convert them into 0 and 1. The first thing first is FSQCA software will not pick any other format like XLS. It will take only CSV formatted file. .csv .csv format will be taken by the software. So I have shared with you Excel file. I have shared with you Excel file of latent variable scores, and I have also shared with you CSV formatted file. If you want to convert, you can convert. File, go to file and save as. You know Excel to CSV. If you know how to convert Excel file into CSV, go to go to this file and click on save as. When you click on save as, it will ask you that Excel workbook, which format of Excel you want to save. So everybody must have CSV comma delimited .csv formatted file, because this is the file which is going to be picked by the software. Okay. So let us come to the interface. This is the interface. Write down steps. Kindly now write down steps. Step number one. Step number one, import the file. Import the file of latent variable scores. Import the file of latent variable scores of corporate reputation. Your model has given you latent variable scores. I have written in the chat room also. Step 1 is import the file of latent variable scores of corporate reputation in the FSQCA software. Only CSV format. How to import? Click on file, click on open, right? Click on file, click on open. It will ask you, where is your file? Now you know where is your file. I have recorded my file, this standardized latent variable scores. So I will click here open. The first thing is go to file. This option is go to file, click on open and click on your file where you have placed. The moment you will click on open, the moment you will click on open, has everybody got this? Has everybody got this screen in front of you? Yes, please. Has everybody got this screen? Data file is imported. Step number one is
Yep.
clear. Right. Now I am the one who is going to calibrate. Great. Sonurag, Soumya, you have imported the file. After doing quantitative research, you all need standardized scores. Don't take unstandardized scores, because still our objective is to compare standardized scores, latent variable scores, and then calibrate these latent variable scores in the range of 0 and 1. 0 and 1. So in a paper of FSQCA, few tables will be mentioned. Step number 2, I'm writing in the chat room. Step number 2. Step number 2 is calculate descriptive statistics. Calculate descriptive statistics. Calculate descriptive statistics. How to calculate? Go to analyze. Look at the step number 2. Go to analyze, go to statistics and click on descriptives. Go to analyze, go to statistics, go to descriptives. And this screen will come. We need descriptive scores of all these variables: attitude, competence, CSR, CS, loyalty, likeness, performance, quality. ID we don't need. We only need variables. Descriptive statistics of variables. Click on OK. Has everybody got this descriptive statistics? Kindly confirm. Has everybody got this descriptive statistics?
Sir, can you please repeat?
Sir, have you imported the file first?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now click on Analyze. Look at my screen. Analyze. Click on Statistics and this option will come. When
Yes,
you
sir.
will click on Descriptives, click on Descriptive, you
Okay.
have to click which variable you want descriptive statistics. So click one by one and press OK. You will get the descriptive statistics. In descriptive statistics, you will get In descriptive statistics, you will get mean value, standard deviation value, minimum value, maximum value, and n 344 cases, and there is no missing value, right? So Shweta is asking, import the file. Shweta, have you not imported the file?
So actually, man is writing the stats. No, there is no Shweta.
Okay. So I guess, so I'm continuing. Step one is import the latent variable scores and that too in CSV format. Step number two is take the descriptive statistics. In a research paper, this table will go into research, right? This will go into research paper, that what was the minimum maximum values, and the property of standardization is that the mean is 0 and standard deviation is 1. Latent variable score. You remember in one of the session, I simply said that latent variable scores. How to do standardization? If you take x minus x bar divided by the standard deviation, the property you will get standardized scores. Standardized scores. So in this case, the property is that mean is 0 and standard deviation is 1. If you add the value and take a mean, the mean is 0 and standard deviation is 1. This is exactly has happened here. Look at the mean value. Minus 5.813953E minus 0.6. This value is nothing but 0. And standard deviation is 1.999.9991.9. So standard deviation is 1, mean is 0. If somebody is doing research, if somebody is doing research on with time series, same way, they can calibrate the time series data. Simply import the time series data, and get the descriptive statistics of time series data, right? Time series data, you can do the. Now coming back to step number 3, I am writing the step number 3. Step number 3 is calibration. Step number 3 is calibration of the variables. In the chat room, I have written step 3 is calibration. How to do calibration? Focus on my cursor. Focus on my cursor. Go to variables and click on compute. Go to variables and click on compute. Right? When you will click on compute, this screen will come calibrate. This screen will come calibrate. Right? First of all, let me tell you that I am going to calibrate. Click on this calibrate. I am going to. Is the screen same since last minutes? Shika, can you see my screen? FSQC screen where I am operating. Can you see this compute variable? I guess after descriptive statistics, go to variable, and click on computation. Computation, one by one, every variable will be converted into 0 and 1. Let us say, first of all, the variable number 1 is attitude. So click on calibration. Click on calibration. This is the calibration. The x, comma n1, comma n2, comma n3. What is x? You have to mention attitude is my x. If you click here 80, x will come. So calibrate attitude. Look at N1. What is the meaning of N1? N1 is the maximum value. N1 is the maximum value of attitude. Look at your descriptive statistics and somebody should speak. Uh, somebody should speak. What is the maximum value of attitude from descriptive statistics? Can anybody read? Can anybody read? Maximum value of attitude. Yes. The maximum value of
2.057.
2.057. So I will delete N1 and put 2.057. This is the maximum value of N1. N2. N2 is mean value. N1 is maximum value. N2 is mean value. Mean value is 0. Look at mean. Every mean value is 0. The properties mean is 0 and the standardization value mean is 0 and standard deviation is 1. So mean is 0. Look at N3. Look at N3. N3 is called as minimum value of attitude. Can you see minimum value of attitude? What is the minimum value of attitude? Find out minimum value of attitude. It is, what is the minimum value? Minimum value is, Utkarsh, it is not 2.608. Soumya is right. It is minus 2.608. Okay. So you will write minus 2.608. Okay. You are the one who will get, first of all, minimum maximum values, mean minimum maximum values, and then click on calibrate and then mention x is my attitude, maximum is 2.057, mean is 0 and minimum is minus 2. Now I will give, why are we taking mean to be 0? Because this was standardized score. When you take a standardized score, its property is mean is 0 and standard deviation is 1. Look at the mean value on the screen. Can you see? Minus 5.813953 E minus hyphen 06. All these values are 0 values. If these values are put in the Excel, they are 0 values. If you are working with time series data, let us say gold prices, your mean will be different. So whether it is cross-sectional data or time series data, you can calibrate because ultimately you need three things: maximum value, mean value, and minimum value. And then the new name of variable is AT1. Click here, new variable. Attitude will be calibrated into 0 and 1. Attitude will be calibrated into 0, 1. So the variable number, new variable, you can give any name, but the shortest name has to be given in this software. Shortest name. I have not given ATT, attitude. I have given 80. 80 means attitude and new variable is 81. So now new variable is 81. This is the formula for calibration and click on OK. Everybody just confirm me, has everybody got the equation of calibration? This will go into research paper. This equation will go into research paper. Compute hyphen attitude calibrate. This is the equation with which I have calibrated. This equation will go into research, and this is, now tell me, what can you see on your screen for attitude 1? Can everybody see? Can everybody see? At 81 series is in front of you. 81. 81 is in front of you. Now let us compare 80. Yes, let us compare what has happened. What is 80 and what is 81? Respondent number one has said that his attitude is minus 0.965. ID number one. ID number one is respondent number one. Respondent number one said that his attitude is negative, negative attitude. I have calibrated negative attitude with a probability of 25% from 0 to 1. Instead of saying negative attitude, isn't it a better way of communicating with the variable that the probability is less than 50% and his attitude is developed only 25%? Yes or no? Yes, class. Instead of saying negative, I can say that his attitude is developed only 25%. Look at respondent number 2. His latent variable score said 1.217. 1.217, it is calibrated into 86. 86 is near to 1 and above 0.50 cutoff point. So his attitude is highly developed for my company, for my product, for my service. Similarly, this person 68, 51, 86, 35, 48, 35, 84. Isn't this a better way of doing research? This is what this is what Americans are doing. This is what Australians are doing. This is what people are doing. That what is the probability of getting a vote from a particular area? Now Delhi elections is on its peak here. Everybody tries to understand what is the probability of winning or getting a vote from this particular area. What is New Delhi is doing, what is Dwarka is doing, how South Delhi is going to vote for us, how North Delhi is going to vote for us. Maybe the probability of South Delhi is 86 and probability of Central Delhi is 51 and North Delhi is 25. So instead of latent variable score, this is how you have to calibrate. So in order to save time, I have, I guess, given you standardized scores. Latent variable scores. Okay. Anyways, I want everybody to calibrate now competence. Please calibrate competence. Attitude you have calibrated. I have clicked here. I have clicked here attitude. Do you know what is happening here? The minimum calibration is done at 5%. 5, 6, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I click here, ascending order has been there. Ascending order. If I click here, descending order. The maximum probability is 95 percentile. The maximum probability is 95 percentile and the minimum probability is 5 percentile. So write down everybody that calibrations are done in the range of 0.05 to 0.95. This is the perspective with which you have to do research. Anybody below 5 to 0, that means he is a big no. He is not my consumer because he is never ever going to buy my product. Anybody from 0.95 to 1, he is my sure shot consumer, 100% loyal consumer. Therefore, I have to do research. I have to do research between 5 percentile to 95 percentile, that what can be the expectation of the consumers. So below this, there is no need to do research. He is not going to be yours, respondent. Above 95 is 100% yours. That is also not an area of research. Area of research is this portion 5 to 95. So software has calibrated attitude 1 from 5 to 95. Roll number ID number 297. ID number 297, the least probable person in attitude 297. If I click here 81, the highest probability is roll number 205. His highest probability is 95. So the calibrations are done in 95. Okay, let us calibrate competence. Go to variable, click on competence. Let me just see. Huh. Click on calibrate, click on competence and find out N1. Now we have to do quickly. N1, where is N1? N1 of N1, what is N1 value? What is N1 value? Now I can see N1 value. Go to variable, go to quick, calculate, click on calibrate, click on competence. I am going to calibrate now competence. The N1 value is N1 value is maximum value. Maximum value is 1.642. 1.642. N2 is mean value, which is 0, and minimum value. Find out minimum value. Minimum value is 1.642. And the new name of variable is COM1, competence 1. So it is also calibrated. Everybody has, everybody is doing with me how to calibrate the scores. Attitude, competence. Let us calibrate the third one also. So kindly calibrate all the variables. Variable, compute, let us say calibrate. Now I am going to calibrate CSR. CSR, what is the value of CSR? Maximum value is, CSR maximum value is 2.405. Mean value is 0 and minimum value is minus 2.371. So I will write CSR1. CSR1. So one question is by Shagun. How is mean value 0? Please explain. Shagun, I have explained 7 to 10 times. Either you were not listening or you were doing something else. We are using latent variable scores. Say yes or no. Are we working with latent variable scores? Yes, Shagun. Fine. What is standardized? What is standardization? Do you know this is the process of standardization? X minus X bar divided by the standard deviation. If you use latent variable scores, it has got a property. This is the property of latent variable score. The mean of this latent variable score is always 0 and standard deviation is 1. Now it is fine, right? The latent variable scores, these are the latent variable scores. This value, if you see this mean value, all these mean values are 0. If you think these are 5.81, you will wrongly calculate the calibrations. Anything when E is coming, look at this E. E, all values are having ending value with E. This E denotes that this value is 0. This is a 0 value. Take this value and put it into Excel and just see the characteristics of this variable. It is 0. So we have calculated CSR. Now calculate, compute attitude, competence, CSR, then calibrate CS. Calibrate CS.
Sir,
This is CS.
may I, sir?
What is your question?
Sir, actually the competence value minimum we have taken minimum and maximum value same 1.64 to 1.642.
You have taken or I have taken?
I have not taken, it is showing in the on the screen, sir.
Have you seen your descriptive statistics?
Yes, sir.
What is the
Just a
minimum
minute.
value of CSR?
Wait. No, no, I am talking about competency, sir.
What is the
Maximum
minimum value of competence?
minus 2.95.
Hmm. This is competence, na?
Yes, sir.
So let me. So I click here and go to variable and delete. I am deleting, no, not attitude, but competence.
Yes, sir.
Let me competence. Go to variable and delete. So do you want to delete competence? Yes, I went. So I can again go to compute, calibrate, and click on competence and write N1 value. N1 value was maximum competence was
642.
1.642, right? And mean
Yes,
value was 0 and minimum value is minus
two no 2.9.
2.915. Now it is fine.
Sir.
COM1. So COM1 is there. Great.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So
Thank you, sir.
attitude is there, CSR is there, competence is there. Let us calibrate another variable. Another variable is your calibrate. What is there? Now CS. CS is there, na? So let us do for CS. CS. The maximum value is 1.331. Mean value is 0 and minimum value is CS. Minimum value is minus 3.789 and new variable is CS1. Click on 0, click on OK. So I can see my CSR is there, attractiveness is there, competence is there, customer satisfaction is there, and this is calibrated from 0 to 95. In ascending order, I can see who is highly satisfied, who is least satisfied. So everything should be between 0 and 1. Let us calibrate another variable. AT is there, COM is there, CSR is there. Now let us calibrate loyalty. Okay, loyalty ko bhi let us do calibration. Calibration is the first process after descriptive statistics. Compute, calibrate. Customer CS वाला हो गया था loyalty. Click on loyalty and calibrate. Loyalty highest value is 1.174 and N2 is 0. N3 is minus 3.077 and I can name customer loyalty 1, CL1. So loyalty is also calibrated. You can see the screen. This person, roll number 63, ID number 63 is least loyal person in my data set. If I click here, 95, roll number 74 is 74, 230, 141. They are the loyal people. I can find out who are loyal people. These are all values of 95. These are loyal customers. And I can find disloyal customers also. These are all 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These all people are not loyal people. Next variable, calibrate, compute, calibrate. After CL, likeness. Let us calibrate likeness. Likeness has got maximum value 1.7. 1.7 and mean value is 0, and minimum value is, how much is the minimum value? Minus 2.305, and LK1. LK1, click on OK. So likeness is there. Yes, likeness is there. So I can find out who likes my product, who dislikes my product. So these are the persons, those who don't like my product. And these are the persons who like my product. Let us calibrate another variable. Variable, compute, calibrate. Next variable is performance. Let us see what is the performance. Performance, highest value is 2.134, mean value is 0, and performance is minus 3.414. So performance, PER 1, performance 1. So performance is also. Look at this equation. You have to copy these equations and paste in the paragraph of calibration. Paragraph of calibrations. Then variable compute, after this performance, quality is there. Last variable is quality. Let us this quality, highest value is 2.03, and 2 is 0, and 3 is minus 3.179, and I will write QL1, quality 1. Okay, everybody is fine now. Shall I proceed ahead? Kindly confirm. All variables are calibrated. All variables are calibrated. Please confirm at this stage to me.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So 40% job is done. Step 1, you are supposed to run your model in SmartPLS. Step 2, record standardized latent variable score. Step 3, convert them into CSV format file. Step 4, import that file. Then take a descriptive statistics. Then calibrate them. After this thing, calibration, this option will come. Now entire model has been calibrated into 0 and 1, and even in 0 and 1 the calibration is done between 5 to 95 percentile. 5 to 95, because anybody less than 5 is not yours. Anybody above 95 is yours. So there is a need to research that if there is probability of 7%, can I convert this 7% probability to a higher probability? This I can do. This I can find out. So next step is that all of you are supposed to run the Boolean algebra, run the equation. Write down next step, go to analyze, and click on truth table. I am repeating this step. After calibrations, first table is your descriptive table. Look at this output. In FSQCA paper, first table is descriptive statistics. Second paragraph is calibration. In calibration, you have to mention how you have calibrated, what were the values, put these equations. Step number 3 is analyze truth table. Click on truth table. When you click on truth table, it is going to ask me who is your outcome variable and who are your causal conditions. Tell me what is the dependent variable here. In SmartPLS, everybody tell me who is my dependent variable. Please tell me from the screen, who is my dependent variable?
Customer loyalty.
So customer loyalty is my dependent variable. I will put outcome condition as customer loyalty 1. This is CL1. Set. Press CL1 and click on set. When you will set here, in the outcome variable, CL1 will come. Who are my independent causal conditions? Attitude is my causal condition. CSR is my causal condition. Competence is my causal condition. CS1, likeness, performance, and quality. Right? Don't use latent variable scores. Use calibrated scores. Calibrated scores are the one. Dependent variable is loyalty and independent causal conditions are attractiveness, CSR, competence, and press on the OK button. Press on the OK button. Everybody has got the truth table now. Truth table. मिला truth table सबको? Have you all got truth table? Yes or no? Truth table is visible? Yes, I suppose yes. Look at this truth
Yes,
table.
sir.
The next table which will go into research paper is your truth table. Truth table is telling me that if I offer attractiveness, 1 means presence, 0 means absence. Look at my cursor. If my company offers attractiveness, CSR, no competence, but satisfaction, likeness, performance, quality, 73 people will like my combination. Out of 344, 73 people are the one, those who like this combination. Look at next combination. If I don't offer attractiveness, don't offer CSR, don't do competent product, I mean, if I offer nothing, even then 62 people will like my company. Do you think this is going to happen? Do you think this happens? If I don't offer anything, still people buy my product. This happens. Yes or no? This happens. When people are loyal, they are yours. You don't offer them attractiveness product, but they will buy your product. This combination 0, 0, 0, 1 satisfaction 0, 0, 0. If I only offer satisfaction, still 20 people like my product. Look at next combination 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. If I don't offer competence and I don't offer satisfaction, still there are 16 people. Next 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. 9 people are the takers. In truth table, we are supposed to understand that we will manufacture our product only for the takers. We will never ever, we will never ever offer anything where there are no takers. Just scroll down your truth table. It will tell you that there are few combinations like 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. There is no taker for this combination. If I offer this 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, that means there is no taker. If I offer attractiveness, CSR and competence, there is no taker. If I offer attractiveness, CSR, competence, satisfaction, right? If I offer 4 things and I don't offer likeness, performance and quality, there is no taker. So in FSQCA, we do research for those persons, those who are willing to buy our product. These people are the one, those who are no takers for my product. So you have to delete them. You have to delete them. You have to delete them. And look at this table. This is consistency of the response. 73 people. These 73 people, those who take my combination number 1, they have 96% consistencies. These 62 people, when I offer nothing, still they buy my product. They are consistent to the tune of 74%. They are consistent, right? Somebody who is having 20 people, 20 people take this combination and they have consistency of 89. So I will go to edit. I will go to edit and I will delete those persons. I will delete those persons who don't like any of the combination. Anybody who is less than 1, delete. And anybody who is Less than 80% consistency also should be deleted. I want consistent students in my class. Some faculty is very, very particular that attendance should be 75% and above or 80% and above, right? So consistency below 80% we don't need. I will also delete anybody who is not a taker of my combination. So this dialog box, click on OK. Now you see if I scroll down that these are those persons whose consistency level 97, 96, 96, 96, 96, 96. So these are the persons in a ascending order. This one. These are those people, those who are taker of. But 62 people, 62 people are such whose consistency is 73. So I will delete this also. I will only take who are yes, 1 is the probability. I will not take those who are not any taker, and consistency is also very low. So I will click here and click on delete the current row. The last one is having customer loyalty 0. Their loyalty is 0. Even after deleting no takers, there are 62 people, those who will not be loyal to me. 62 people will not be loyal to me. They are those people without offering anything, they are still there. They are only there. I mean, maybe first time buyer is there or impulsive buying is done, but they will not be loyal to me because their consistency is only 73. So I will also edit, delete current row. Now these are the people with which I will start working. These are the people with which I will do research. Have you got the phenomena how people work in developed nations? First of all, they work with probability. Second is they work with combinations. Third is they work with consistency level of the response. Anybody who is consistent more than 80% will stay in my research because you want to be short about your prediction. You cannot say that a student is having a attendance of 25% or 45%. Do you allow such person to sit in examination whose attendance is 35%? Even less than 75% UGC says that don't give roll number to a student whose attendance is 75%, whose attendance is less than 75%. 75 we give roll number, but less than 75% don't give them roll number. So similarly, here, so Utkarsh is asking what is the ideal sample size? That we have already done, Utkarsh. These are coming after this SEM 344. So sample size determination is at quantitative level. If I say FSQCA, same sample size. I mean G star. You should work with G star or inverse square root. The thing is, higher the better. Higher the better. In truth table, I will never work with a person who is working with less than 80% consistency. This is number one. And I will never work with a person who is not a taker of my combination. Now this loyalty was my variable and one means persons are loyal to me. I have also removed disloyal person. Now click on right bottom standard analysis. After doing this thing, standard analysis. Why this truth table is important? This truth table is telling me that this combination will be taken by the people. Public will like this combination because loyalty is 1. Loyalty will be achieved with this combination. And the consistency is 94. So I will see these are the takers of my combination. I will not manufacture anything which is not liked by the people. And what is this number? Number says 6 people like your combination, 9 people like your combination, 73 people like this combination. 1 people like this combination with this consistency of 94. 16 people like this combination and their consistency is 94. So after selecting this, there should not be 0 here in loyalty. If you have 0, you can delete and then press on standard analysis. When you will press on standard analysis, this screen will come. Have you got this red screen, everybody? Red screen. After pressing standard analysis in truth table, मिली ये screen? This screen will appear if the combinations are overlapping. I mean, choice of mine can be your choice also. So simply do one thing, press on select all, press on select all, select all, this button select all. And this is a very long sheet. It's a very long sheet. You have to move this screen. This is a prime implicant chart. Look at this. It is a prime implicant chart where the combinations are created. You have to press on select all and you have to move this chart to the left hand side. You have to move this chart to the left hand side. This chart to the left hand side. The way I am pushing it, when you have overlapping choices, this chart will have, and then in the end, this is the button of OK. You have to click on OK, right? When you click on truth table standard analysis, a chart will come. You have to select all and move this chart to the left hand side and press on OK. This is the intermediate solution, which is going to tell in the presence or absence of the phenomena, what are the options. So you need to check presence and absence both. When loyalty was present, when loyalty was absent, in the causal condition of attractiveness, CSR, competence, satisfaction, likeness. Some people do research when they are present, when the causal conditions are present. Some people do research when the causal conditions are absent, right? But you are the one who are supposed to do on both presence of causal conditions as well as absence of causal conditions. So Soumya saying, can you please repeat after select all? Okay, Soumya, let me just, this is the truth table. Watch carefully again. This happens because this is very tricky point in FSQCA. When you press standard analysis, this screen will appear. This is a prime implicant chart. Just see, you can move this chart. Have you got this chart? Press the select all. You have to drag this. You have to drag this chart, implicant chart, to your left hand side in order to get the OK button. You have to drag this chart to the extreme end and to get the OK button. It's a very long chart. The problem is it is prepared this horizontally, and then you have to come here to the OK button, right? So click on OK. It will ask you causal condition, independent variable. You want to check in the presence or in the absence. You have to check in the presence as well as absence. Have or have nots, both you have to cover. Click on OK. Again, this chart will appear then. Press select all and move this prime. This chart will come when you have same choices by the people. 344 might have same choices. So you have to select all, move it to the left, 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 and press on OK button. That's it. That's it. Your FSQCA is ready with the results. Minimize the truth table and focus on the previous screen. This is the final output of FSQCA. Now, there is the last stage which you have to report in the research paper. Report in the research paper. Has everybody got this intermediate solution? Everybody has got this intermediate solution. That chart, you have to just press select all and drag it to the left and click OK. This will go as final outcome of FSQCA. Descriptive statistics. Number 2, calibration. Number 3, truth table will go into research paper. Number 5 is this equation will go into research paper. This is the equation which you can see here. Model. What is your model of loyalty? This is my model of loyalty. Loyalty is a function of attractiveness, CSR, competence, CS, likeness, performance, quality. This is my model. This is my equation, and algorithm is McCluskey. Okay. This is Queen algorithm of Boolean algebra, which you have to mention. And this is the intermediate solution which will go into research paper. Right. The overall cutoff point, the consistency cutoff point is 88%. Anybody who is above 88% is consistent. Anybody who is less than 88 is inconsistent. So my cutoff point is 88. I set at 80, but the cutoff point which intermediate solution has taken is 88 and above. Next, look at this thing. Which combination? My question, listen carefully. Which combination is giving me highest raw coverage? Which combination? These are combinations. Which combination is offering me highest coverage area, raw coverage area? Find out highest value in raw coverage. Find out highest raw coverage value. Highest. Quickly. I have
0.720.
I've got maximum 10 minutes more, so we have to leave to airport. Which is the highest raw coverage area? Tell me the value of raw coverage in the chat room, or you can speak. Highest raw coverage value. Where is the value and what is the value? 72, Shweta, 72 you said?
Yes, sir. 0.720957.
Everybody agrees 272 is the highest raw coverage area. What is the consistency of this raw coverage area? Consistency. Consistency is 90,
91%.
90.
Yes, 90%.
है ना? Very nice. So, if I say that if I offer quality product, and if I offer performance in the product, and tilt sign means no sign, tilt means no sign, that means no competency. I don't want to offer competent product, no competency, but high performance, high quality. This is the combination which can cover maximum area of Madhya Pradesh or my target area. And the consistency is 90%. This is the top combination which company has to prefer. So a researcher has to offer top 5 combinations in the research paper. Top 5 combinations. If consistency is more than 90, if consistency is more, if consistency is more than 0.90, it becomes necessity function. Necessity. This is the chat room I have written. If the consistency is more than 90, it becomes necessity. FSQCA will give you necessary and sufficient conditions. Right? Regression gives you probabilistic conditions. What is the probabilistic conditions? NCA will give you necessity conditions. FSQCA will give you necessity and sufficient conditions also. So this is the combination number one, which you have to offer in the research paper. This is your major finding. This is your major finding. Find
Sir,
out
please repeat last line, sir. Regression will give you probabilistic conditions.
Yes, yes. And
Okay.
NCA will give you necessity conditions, but FSQCA will give you necessary as well as sufficient causal conditions. Anything below 90 in consistency is sufficient. Anybody above 90% consistency is necessity conditions. So in research, necessary and sufficient means what is necessary? Anybody above 90 is necessary, anybody below 90 is sufficient. But you cannot go below 88 consistency. This is the consistency cutoff. You can maximum go till 88. You cannot go below 88. The consistency cutoff is 88. So first combination will cover maximum area. Tell me second best choice. Tell me second best choice. Sachin, what is your question? What is specific analysis used? Specific means what? Where is specific? There is no specific. We used sufficient. We used necessary. These are the two words which we used. Necessary and sufficient conditions. So Utkarsh has got second choice also. 66. So company has to offer CSR. If company do CSR, no competence and quality. Only CSR and quality will cover 66% of the area and consistency level is 89. So this combination is a sufficient combination because consistency is less than 90. First one is necessary, second is sufficient. Third, third combination is what? Third combination is third combination is third combination is 65. You give attractiveness, no competence, satisfaction, quality. This is the third combination you have to pick, and it is a necessary condition. Look at consistency 94, necessity. So Shikha has identified 65 and 95. This is the third combination. Fourth combination, fourth combination. I mean, you got an answer? How these papers are written? Let me show you quick time papers. Look at this paper, crypto wallets.
Sir, I have one question, sir. Sir, we just require to choose best combination. The other
Five, top
combination,
five,
top
top
five.
five, madam,
And
top five.
उसके बाद के delete कर देंगे मतलब उसको report नहीं करना है.
There is no need to report. We
Okay.
need top five, but make sure your consistency cannot go below 88.
But what if we cannot get top five?
Then top three, top two, top one.
Okay.
Okay. The condition is that intermediate solution is that consistency at any cost will not go below 88. Right? This cutoff point is 88. You may
Okay,
get a
sir.
high raw coverage area. But if the consistency is below 88, you will not take that combination. So these paper, if you see these paper, they are writing PLSM with FSQCA methodology. It's a mixed methodology, and they are doing simply SEM. SEM, after this SEM, look at these top combinations. 5 combinations. Consistency 94, 80, 79, 89, 96. Raw coverage area 59, 40, 48, 39, 61. Their raw coverage areas are very less. In Spain, somebody has applied on crypto wallets and the coverage area is 61, 39, 48. But consistencies are very high and their cutoff is 83. Right? So this is absence and presence of the phenomena. This is there. You have got where presence and absence were there. So you can get this presence and absence, usage behavior when it is presence, usage behavior when it is not there. Both things you can get from truth table. The options were there. But this is the final chart which you have to report. This is another paper, multi-method qualitative configurational analysis. This is in China. Chinese people are also writing with FSQCA. They are coming up with the questionnaire. Then they are coming up with the latent variable, this reliability validity. Then they are coming up with FSQCA. These are the combinations which they are offering. One on social media, one on metaverse. Two types of FSQCA. One FSQCA on social media, one FSQCA on metaverse. And this is the combination which they are offering. What to do, what not to do. In tourism, somebody is applying SAM and FSQCA. And they are what they are offering? They are offering combination. Their model is a very simple model. I've shared Utkarsh all this. This is this is the model. And yes, Dr. Palvi, these papers are shared. Sachin will share with you. Take the latent variable scores and simply they are giving raw coverage and the consistency. The the part which they are not giving is truth table. These people are not giving descriptive. These people are not talking about truth table. You will give truth table, you will give descriptive statistics, you will then give sufficient causal condition for brand co-creation. They are giving configuration 1, configuration 2, configuration 3, configuration 4. You can offer top 5 configuration also. Isn't it? It's not that difficult now. This is entrepreneurship, JBR. In a journal of JBR, in circular economy, somebody is applying FSQCA, PLSM and FSQCA. This technique can take you to these journals like JBR. The best thing can be that qualitative research can be done. They are only doing, this is their model, ease of implementation and acceptance. Take the latent variable scores. And then after hypothesis, they are giving this truth table, isn't it? They are giving truth table. They are giving truth table. And after truth table, they are giving combination. Black means black color mention. This is presence. This rest is absence. Tilt sign. So they are the giving consistency and coverage area. Necessary. This is table number 19, table number 20, table number 21. For every dependent variable they are giving. So take any journal. They are considering, look at this voice assistant, technological forecasting and social change. They are using FSQCA with PLSM. Take the model. Take the model. This is the model. Record latent variable score and calibrate them. So they have done calibration. Look at calibration. Table number 8, table number 10. Right? So all of you can get these things from FSQCA with this ease. This is truth table. You can copy this truth table and this is your output. What you simply need is go to file and save results. If you save results, you can save them as MANIT Bhopal. I am writing the name of right desktop. Click on save and on desktop you will save M. This is txt file. In txt file you will get all this output from where you can paste it out. So this is how you get the output. MANIT Bhopal. This is in the notepad. This is your table. This is your combination. You need only intermediate solution. That's it. Right? So next time you want to apply FSQCA, simply run SEM and take your calibrations done. And with these 5 papers which I have shared, you can write a similar paper and get a paper of non-linearity in your thesis, in your model. Non-linearity is the future. Qualitative is the future. Yes, qualitative is the future, but you know how to apply qualitative analysis. work in combination rather than telling hypothesis supported, hypothesis not supported. That is also a job has to be done, but you have to say, you need not to say that only one job is to be done. You have to say that work in combination, work in probability, work in 0 and 1 between 5 to 95 is the right perspective which you have to do. So I hope we made some sense. Thank you so much for giving me opportunity for this lecture.